Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this one was a mistake, but I'm going to go ahead and do it anyway. I was meaning to hit publish, and I hit the record button. So, all right, you're in for another little treat. Let me go ahead and do some explaining, and I was going to watch the video I just did, um, talking about now that's an acceptable form of payment. When I woke up this morning, the issue was, and it was an issue, ladies and gentlemen, that I noticed that we're going to go past Michael, that so many people have been told that their instruments were not acceptable forms of payment. An individual just, and I want you all to pay attention because this is important. An individual just did a 1099-C to the bank. I want you all to pay attention. After I told him to read the rules on the 1099-C and the associated documents with the 1099-C, and I told him don't focus on the point on lender, borrower, creditor, debtor. Focus on the point that there is an outstanding debt that must be discharged that you created. And because you created the debt, you authorized the debt, you purposed the debt, you are responsible for the debt. I said you go back and you look at what Congress said. Congress said the money is issued to the banks because the money is backed by the credit of the nation, which represents a mortgage on all the homes. So if the banks are using the money, that means you're the creditor. It is your power that allows that money to be utilized. Y'all just got to understand it. So I said, you need to discharge that debt. And he did. And he contacted the bank and sent them what they needed. You know what the bank told him? Because they thought he was stupid. They said, son, this ain't an acceptable form of payment. You are not the creditor. Please, based on what do you determine he's not the creditor? Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's not their fault, it's his fault. Because he approached it as a debtor. It took 4 months, 5 months with one particular individual at the new SAA company to get them to understand that they're not dealing with debtors. They're dealing only with the creditors, the people in the nation. Ladies and gentlemen, the people in the nation are a protected class. Let me go ahead and show it to you. Y'all don't mind? I got to just show you about the creditors. The money will be worth 100 cents on a dollar because it is backed by the credit of the nation, which will represent a mortgage on all the homes and property of all the people of the nation. So the money is backed by your credit. Pay attention. The money is backed by the credit of the nation. You are one of the people in the nation. This is a protected class, ladies and gentlemen. The people in the nation. Focus on that phrase. When they spoke that, they knew exactly. They didn't say the people of the nation. Pay attention. They said the people in the nation. That means it covers everybody within the territorial borders of the United States, including you, Puerto Ricans. All right, ladies and gentlemen, pay attention. Under the new law, the banks get the money. See, the money is issued to the banks. Okay, pay attention. Under the new law, the money is issued to the banks in return for government obligations. I need y'all to hold on 1 second, okay? All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to help y'all out. We're talking about these bills of exchange things. Oh, it didn't put it here. I got to do it again. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I definitely need y'all to hold this time. God, this is going to hurt. 1 second. Ladies and gentlemen, what I did was I had the two paragraphs that we've been using, the one where it says from the Senate, the first session, the ownership of all property is in the state, and that individual so-called ownership is only by virtue of government, i.e. law, amounting to mere user. I will pull that record up as well because remember, the courts must go according to congressional intent. They don't get to interpret what Congress said. No, they must follow the principles of interpretation. Doesn't matter about public policy. Why? Because they said that this act by Congress was constitutional. So let's go ahead and see if we understand what's going on, because this is important. If you guys don't know Maxwell, this is called a woman's worth. And it took me a while to get into Mr. Max, but I like Mr. Maxwell. The first provisions of the bill validates and maintains authority exercised by the President of the United States in the proclamation relating to the banks of the nation issued by the President on March 6, 1933. Section 2 confers upon the President the powers bestowed under the Act of October 6, 1917, regardless of whether or not the country is involved in war. Ladies and gentlemen, in 1973, the Senate committee actually spoke about this provision was unconstitutional. Pay attention. So the March 9, 1933 Act amendment is unconstitutional, according to the Senate of 1973, but we're not concerned about that. We're not trying to say it's constitutional or unconstitutional. We're saying we're going to follow the act as written. Go ahead. Look at Archer versus Schein, Henry Schein, 2019. Supreme Court specifically and expressly said we must follow the act as written, and in turn, no, hold on. Got a little life in you left. I know you got a little strength. I know you got a lot of strength. Okay, watch this. We're gonna do that right there. I should be crying, but I just can't let it go. No, I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that. Hold on, get back to. Whew. All right, sorry. I'm looking for that quote. I don't care about how laws are made. Said, the quote was, "We must follow the act that's written." This is what that stupid algorithm with Google does, ladies and gentlemen. Everything that we're not looking for. That we should have did, baby. Okay, these. Wait. We must follow the act that's written. I put it in quotations, and it took it out of quotations. Did y'all see that? Oh God, they're gonna make this thing difficult. Okay, watch this. Archier. I don't feel like doing that, Houdini. I don't care about them at night. I care about them even during the day. Ladies and gentlemen, do you see this right here? Archer, Schein, Henry, and Wright. We must interpret the act as I said follow, so I apologize. We must interpret the act as written, and the act in turn requires that we interpret the contract as written. Ladies and gentlemen, watch this. I got something to show you about this phrase right here. Copy. This is just what they said in Archer. Okay, and that's how they refer to the case as Archer. So let's see if I have it. I'm so proud. I'm so proud. I'm so proud of me. I gotta pause y'all for a second. Gotta pull up my case text. I had to be careful. I thought I had my emails open. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the document right here from Vital Records, page 7 and 8, which shows that all your birth certificates are monetized. Page 7 and 8. Don't care what they say. As long as they're making money off of it, it's monetized. This is Roosevelt's Banking Act. This is the Senate report. This is the Senate June 5th congressional record. The House congressional record is on. All of that junk is here. Oh, you called it junk. You better believe I called it junk. And ladies and gentlemen, This is the information showing that the court's a corporation. This is their finances. Not all of them. This is just some of them that give you a rounded understanding. Okay? So put this together for y'all, not for me. This is the Ninth, Second, and Fifth Circuit Court showing how they are the courts that control the lower courts. Put those records up here for you guys. Okay? There you go. There you have it. Now, we got to go to case text. It hasn't been opened yet today. I should have opened it. The law has not made the note a standard of value greater than that of the coin. I'm so proud. This is Denise Williams, by the way. Come on, case text. We must interpret the act as written. The court must construe the act as written. We must construe the act as written. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm putting that case text in my document because that's what this is all about. I'm trying to get you guys to see the way Congress wrote the act and what their intentions were. The courts don't get to interpret it. Okay, you guys don't understand. They try to follow the same principles of the Bible. See, nobody can interpret Scripture. Scripture says what Scripture says. That's it. There is no ups, downs, ins, arounds, outs about it. It says what it says. That's why we must interpret the act as written. Hold on, what does this one say? We must construe the statute as written. We must construe the statute as written. Okay, we must interpret the contract as written. Okay, we must interpret the Federal Arbitration Act as written. This is 2020. Why do they say that? This ain't even the Supreme Court. They ain't had no choice because the Supreme Court said it unanimously in Archer. Okay, so what I do, he found sunshine when he found me. He shouldn't have been finding no sunshine when he found me because I ain't no ray of sunshine, mother. I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. Who be this? The Shylights? There you go. Take a look, ladies and gentlemen. We must interpret the act as written, Federal Arbitration Act, interpret and apply the statutory language as written. Eventually, later today, I'll put this document up so you'll have it. I don't know what I'm going to call it. Oh, by the way, we're going to call it the Bill of Exchange template. I just got to take my name out of it. Hold on, let me show y'all. See this right here? I added some other language. I corrected some things, but I'm just going to put this up here for you guys. I've added the banker's acceptance information. You're not going to add this to your Bill of Exchange. This is for your education, what a banker's acceptance is. That's why you're going to see that only the people issue banker's acceptance, bills of exchange, trade acceptances. Now, hold on. Right down here is trade acceptance. Okay? So I put that information there for you, and I also give you the rules of UNCITRAL. UNCITRAL. United Nations Convention of International Treaty. Forgot what the rest of that stands for. But, yeah, I forgot what all of it stands for. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, negotiable instruments. Okay? International Bill of Exchange. You have to say International Bill of Exchange twice. Once at the header and once in the body. This complies with that. This was the information given to the young man who went ahead and bought the house and everything. I'm not saying that everything is in here, but this is to get you a start. See? United Nations Conventions on Trust or Trade Law. Okay? United Nations International, that's what the NTR stands for, on trade law. Oh, well, yeah, United Nations International, so United Nations Commission, that's what and then trade law, TR is trade, TRA, excuse me, and then law by itself. Okay, I get it now. But International Bill of Exchange, UNCITRAL Convention, International Bill of Exchange, UNCITRAL Convention. You'll see that this is a recognized payment. You want to use the barcode, download a barcode maker. They're free. You just find one. Okay, and here's the document. Like I said, the only thing I have to do is take my name out of it. Okay, but I'm gonna put that out there for y'all. Now that right there is a bill of exchange. You already have the laws in here saying they're legal. You just have to learn how to enforce it by using one Mississippi, two Mississippi, stop, back up, baby, don't you stop. Oh, I'm saying, what kind of? This is my girl, Leela James. It's gonna get ghetto up in here. That's what she's saying. It's gonna get ghetto up in here. Shoes gonna come off. Okay. I like Leela. You know, ghetto up in here. Alona, come on. Wait, stop blowing up my cell phone. I'm sorry. I stumbled on the Leela James. I didn't know who this woman was. She did a song called Prayer, and I had no idea what her history was, background was. The energy in that song, man, playing it all the time, everywhere. And she did a bunch of other songs that I have appreciation for. So that's my segue into this right here. This is what Congress said. We have provided that any direct obligation. So what I want to do, any direct obligation of the United States. Let's find out what a direct obligation of the United States is. Hold on, because some of y'all may not understand. In return for government obligations, bills of exchange, even an UNCITRAL bill of exchange. Okay? But it doesn't matter. Bills of exchange, notes, trade acceptances, and bankers' acceptances. But what you're going to find out is up here, there is no mention of a trade acceptance. They do not say anything about trade acceptance, but they mention it down here to let you know that that too is a government obligation. Hold on, we ain't going to stop right there. In the case deposits of notes, so ladies and gentlemen, notes are to be deposited. Drafts, bills of exchange are to be deposited. Pay attention. Now pay attention. It says Federal Reserve Bank may issue Federal Reserve Bank notes to the amount of 90% of the value of such securities. This lets you know that your notes are securities. Upon these securities, okay, and because it's the Federal Reserve Bank, they're federal securities, people. Don't take my word for it. Go back and read. This ain't no interpretive thing. This is what it says. We must follow the statute that's written. This is the intent of Congress when making the March 9th, 1933 Act. That's what they get for not reading it. Don't take my word for it. Go and read. It's right here exactly what they were saying. And if you read page 78, you'll see what the conversation was. Okay? There was a lot of people saying, wait a minute, we ain't had a chance to read this. And they're like, mother, you ain't got a chance. You better go sit down. That was the conversation. So, ladies and gentlemen, what you must understand, if they don't want to accept your banker's acceptance, then tell them to give you back your gold. The gold that was delivered to the government. Because now, remember, there was value and consideration. Give me back my gold. If you don't want to accept my government obligations, give me back my gold. By the way, remember, the people will not have to pay any interest on any of these loans involving this new currency so long as that junk is in circulation. Okay? Copy. Watch this. We're going to do one last thing. I wasn't planning on doing this, but ladies and gentlemen, I want you all to understand this is for y'all. This ain't for me. I already know this information. I've been shouting this since 2000 and what was that? Anybody know? hold on. I just opened up the same thing. I want to go here. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been shouting this since 2093, 1993. Been trying to tell this to people. Look, if there is no money, pay attention. I just need y'all to understand. If there is no money, how can there be inflation? The bonds into cash and pay interest on it, although it may not be called a bond for years to expand it. No. For example, it is uncommon for a company to obtain zero interest coupons that do not require periodic instant payments. Okay. These are talking about, none of these is talking about this actual case. So let me tell you what we do when we can't find what we're looking for. Take it or leave it. Take it. Federal Reserve Banks, IRS, U.S. government treason. Family Guardian. Thank you, family. Hold on. Thank you. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, American Legion. Okay? I didn't do that. That's the second search. Okay? You got the Family Guardian and American Legion. And ain't no other searches, ladies and gentlemen. Wait a minute. Wait, y'all put me in Schenectady? Well, thank y'all. I used to I used to be in Schenectady. That's fine. The end of the road. Uh, ladies and gentlemen, I just put this quote in Google, and there are only two quotes dealing with this. And I thank you, Family Guardian. Why? Because they're the other ones who put this out there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the link for those two items. I'll put mine up on the internet, and I'll put this link underneath the video. Is that all right with y'all? All right. Ladies and gentlemen, like I said, this was for you all, but I have a meeting with American Legion today. Um, and I got to get prepared for that meeting. So it's not I got to get psyched up or anything, but I got to get mentally ready for that meeting. So what I'm doing right now is I'm making sure I keep my word. We're going to do keep going and then V. What I need to do is we need to copy this. So that's what I'm doing. I'm making sure that I keep the copy so I can put it underneath the video. All right, just remember, people, the actual June 5th and 6th Act of 1933 specifically said that all dollars, all coin dollars. Remember, the United States money is only dollars. That's why it's called the U.S. dollar. It is not called the U.S. penny, the U.S. coin. It's called the U.S. dollar. Everything in the United States is a dollar. I'll buy that for a dollar. It's a dollar store, ladies and gentlemen. United States is simply that, a dollar store. Everything in the U.S. is a dollar. If all dollars are equal, to assure the uniform value of coins and currencies of the United States. To assure the uniform value of the coins and currencies of the United States. That's the title of the HJR 192 public, public policy, public law. Want you to pay attention. This is the most important thing you're going to hear me say. If all coins and all currencies are equal in value in the United States as per the intentions of Congress, and we must follow the act as written, we must interpret the act as written, then that means you should be able to send the Treasury a dollar bill and tell them to take that Federal Reserve note in accordance with 411 of the code and say, I am a banking institution according to House Joint Resolution and the Presidential Proclamation and the March 9, 1933 Act. And I need you to credit the account of the two parties. so as to offset this debt for the amount of, and ladies and gentlemen, I'll need you to pay attention to this because many of you have not been getting it. It is dollar for dollar. Not, I'm going to increase it by $200,000. It's dollar for dollar only. You cannot go above dollar for dollar. It is dollar for dollar only. I hope you understand that, ladies and gentlemen. Whew. I thought y'all wasn't going to be able to understand it, but I'm so glad y'all understand it. All right, now look, ladies and gentlemen, I got to go. And the reason why I got to go because I got things I got to go take care of. I got places to go, people to know, things to do. You know, I got to go. So I just want to make sure y'all understand. According to the act, go read it. I'll have that document up there. It says that the payments are to go to the Federal Reserve. It says the Federal Reserve may issue. So it's all about the Federal Reserve. It's not about the Treasury. May issue Federal Reserve banknotes. The Federal Reserve Bank. Up here, it says the same thing. The Federal Reserve Bank. Okay, it says that the Federal Reserve Bank deposits with the Treasurer of the United States, not you. So stop sending junk to the Treasury. Send it to the Federal Reserve Bank and tell them that you're complying with the law and ask them for the regulations and the rules for doing so. And don't keep it to yourself once you find out. Stop being so greedy. They can't change the process. The process has been there for almost 90 years. Next year, March 9th, 2023 is 90 years. Okay? Ladies and gentlemen, stop keeping it to yourself. They can't change the process. You can't ruin it for nobody. It's already etched in stone. You must follow the act that's written. So if you find something out, don't keep it to yourself. Share it so that everybody else can eat too. You shouldn't be the only one sitting up there smacking your little gums. Okay, we should all be eating together. I want to get me some eats. Don't you want to get you some eats? So help us get some eats, mother. I'm sorry, people. Stop being so selfish is what I'm trying to say. That's why Eon doesn't exist on YouTube anymore. That's why he's not doing any more videos, because he can't stand you all selfishness. He's putting information out there. Look, hey, nobody else is talking about this. You see how the only other person who was talking about it was the family guardian? And that's just one section that he was focusing on. Okay, hold on now. Watch. No, go since January of this year. Watch and see how now everybody's going to be focusing on this. That's okay. I don't mind that, people. That's what I do. My job is to fill in the blanks, to cover the things that everybody else isn't talking about. That's my job. But then if I'm going to help you fill in your blanks, then don't sit up there and not help me help everybody else out. Stop being so selfish, people. I'm not getting nothing out of this. Look, I put together a Mayor Legion for all of you who had things like arbitration awards and bills of exchange that you've been sending out there and they've been ignoring, only to show you that your bills of exchange had value. Okay, so forgive them of the debt. Get your tax credits. Go for your money. That's what AmeriLegion is there for. That's why it was created, to help you get your tax credits. And then to give you your government documentation of the offset of the debt. Why? Because the courts must recognize the common law right of offset. Got one more thing we're going to show y'all because you need to understand this. Watch this. The courts must recognize the common law right of offset. Enter. Let's see what we get. Come and get it. Come and get it. Come and get it. Come and get it. This is ours. I'm sorry, that's Guy, everybody. And peace of love is what it's called. Peace of my love. The Supreme Court has recognized the government's common law right of offset. If the government has a common law right of offset, you have a common law right of offset. The absurdity of making A pay B when B owes A. Do you understand? Common law right of offset. The government has a common law right of offset. The right of offset is long established principle of equity. You establish the law of offset by canceling the debt they have with you. So if they claim you owe a debt, you get to offset it. This is what Amerilegion is doing for people, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, applying these principles to the right of offset, this court notes first that the statute itself does not purport to abrogate the common law right of offset, okay, to abolish it. Look, Texas courts have recognized an equitable exception to the right of offset. No, under the exception, even if the bank had no notice of the character of the funds, it could still be liable to the extent it applied the funds to the depositor's debt. Ladies and gentlemen, we want to hold them accountable. Hold on now. We want to hold them accountable under this right here. This is where we're holding the banks accountable. This is how they owe us. We are the creditors. They can only use the money. Pay attention. The banks can only use the money if they accept. It says in return for government obligations. If they accept our bills of exchange. Have they been refusing your bill of exchange, saying that it is not a valid form of legal tender in the United States? Well, they lied, because Congress says that it is a valid form of legal tender in the United States. I couldn't yell this and scream this for you guys because I can't make you understand the law. I can't make you defend yourself, and I'm not going to go stand up and defend you before those idiots. You are going to have to speak for yourself, okay? I'm putting the information here for you. Created an organization. I don't run Amerilegion. I just put the organization together for you all. Okay, the same as SAA. I don't run SAA. I put that together for you all because you needed help. And those of you who, they didn't want that, I got my arbitration award, but they didn't say that doesn't work. Ladies and gentlemen, offset the award. Get your tax credits. And then, hey, wait. And then do your research on assignment of tax credits. Wait, hold on. Got one last thing. This is, I'll give you my word, this is the last thing because I can't keep going. I got a meeting tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I want you to watch this. Watch what I do here. Now I said converting tax credits into cash. Okay? Convert tax credits into cash now. Whoa, look at that. Turn tax credits into cash flow. Whoa, look at that. Advanced tax credits. PDF. How to turn conservation easement tax credits into California earned tax credits. They, ladies and gentlemen, they turn tax credits into cash all the time. Hold on, hold on. Okay, I don't care about that part right there. Generally, these credits are monetized in three different ways. The states can refund the amount of the credit at a discounted rate. Limited partnerships and syndication structure can be used to transfer the credits, and the state taxing authority can issue tax credit certificates which can be sold to a third party. Have I not done my job, ladies and gentlemen? I told all of you since 2009 that my job was to not take advantage of you, but to give you remedies. You have your arbitration awards. Now take the arbitration award, forgive the debt, receive the tax credit, and now take the tax credits and offset it against all of your debts by assigning the tax credits to those organizations to whom claims you owe money. Why? Why can you do that? Because tax credits, watch this, tax credits are dollar for dollar. Transferability and monetization of tax credits. Look at that. Ain't that something? How to acquire federal tax credits as investment opportunities using the production tax credit. Frequently asked question, tax equity, transferable tax credits, monetizing film tax credits, investment tax credits, allocated tax credit investment. Ladies and gentlemen, now I said monetizing tax credits. Hey, don't wait for me. You know what? The melody is just fine, but I can't listen to this because he talks about doing something that I cannot advocate as one of Jehovah's Witnesses, but I can listen to Open Arms. Okay? This song is going to take us out of here, ladies and gentlemen. A tax credit is a dollar for dollar. A tax credit is, don't worry about it, dollar for dollar. They're dollars. They're legal tender. Tax credits are legal tender. I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on. I'm not look. A tax credit is an amount of money. A tax credit is an amount of money. Hold on. Dollar for dollar. Tax credits are legal tender, ladies and gentlemen. I just need you all to focus. Look, I'm not doing as many videos because I can't keep doing this. This is taking a lot out of me. Okay? And so I just want somebody to hold me in their arms. To me tonight and open arms. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for letting me bring this information to you. I hope you all get what's being said. I hope you understand what's being said. This is Boys the Men taking us out of here with open arms. You'll see what your love brings to me. Open arms. Gotta go. Y'all take care, all right? Hey, don't say I ain't brought it to you.